Good evening, everyone. We will start in a few minutes. I'd like to mention that the session will take place both in English and in French. If you do not understand, one of these languages, please take one of the headsets over there on this side of the room. La même chose en français puisque nos interprètes n'étaient pas encore en place en cabine. Les interventions auront lieu et en français et en anglais. Donc si l'une des deux langues ne vous est pas totalement confortable, des casques de traduction sont disponibles à l'arrière de la salle, à l'endroit mentionné par mon doigt. Et donc je vous invite à vous équiper si besoin, de façon à ce que nous puissions démarrer dans les délais prévus. So headsets at the end of the room here, so that you can understand both English and French, since we will have both languages during this session. Thanks. So please take your headsets. Prenez vos casques, je vous prie, de façon à ce que nous puissions commencer. Nos panélistes sont présents. Ils se mettent en place. Je vous invite à prendre les places devant. There is no difficulty at all with getting closer to the stage. Okay, let's start this session. I suppose one of your last sessions of the day. I hope you have kept some energy and enthusiasm for this session dedicated to nature-based solutions for water and climate security. And we've been very happy to co-organize this event together with the Nature Conservancy and the World Water Council. My name is Eric Tardieu. I'm the Secretary General of the International Network of Basin Organizations, and on our behalf, on behalf of our colleagues, you are very welcome to this session. The session, I will be your Master of Ceremony during this session, and so that's my role now, to give the floor for an introduction to the session to Mrs. Andrea Erickson-Quiros. Andrea is Managing Director of the Water Security Department of the Nature Conservancy, and she will also speak as a Governor of the World Water Council. Andrea, the floor is yours.
There we go. That's yours, right?
It is. I can't see it, though. I only see myself, which is not as nice. Thank you, and good afternoon. Again, my name is Andrea Erickson Quiros with the Nature Conservancy. Thank you to IMBO, colleagues that are here today, and many very, very important dignitaries here to address us. I'm here today on behalf of the World Water Council as a governor, and on behalf of the president, Mr. Loic Fauchon. He sends his regards. And how important this topic is to the members of the World Water Council. There are over 600 organizations represented in 40 countries on 5 continents in the World Water Council. And what has come up and become very clear through the membership over the past few years is the critical role that natural systems play in our collective water futures, our water security, and in a climate that is changing, how important that we see it as a central part of our investments. And so this is a ground-up story that has caught fire with our membership. And because of that, we've been on a journey thinking about how we can activate more strongly around the issue of ecological integrity and water security and climate resilience. And so in the forum, we were pleased to be in Senegal, and the minister here from Senegal was our host at the World Water Forum, where all of the actors in the water sector gathered. And the real messages there were climate resilience, inclusion, and nature-based solutions, and those topics are so intertwined, as we'll hear today. So we've started a journey of finding the army of the willing. We have a declaration that has been signed by over 80 organizations. We invite you all to join us just to make the statement that there is no water security without ecological security. There is no ecological security if we don't solve for water security, and at the heart of that is the relationship to climate. So I'll take just a moment and talk just a little bit about nature-based solutions and what they are and their value. Nature-based solutions, I think, should be pretty clear, but they're just the things that we can do in the landscapes and waterscapes where we live and work that enhance our climate resilience and water security. So it may be protecting forests or grasslands, restoring wetlands, thinking about practices in agricultural areas where we can have best management practices that enhance how we're doing our agriculture in ways that enhance rural development, but also reduce runoff, erosion from soils, reduce uses of water. So nature-based solutions are a whole series of practices that we can employ, and the question is, how do we employ them at scale? How do we really make them a central driving force of how we invest in a more climate resilient, water secure world? A couple more things about what they present for us in terms of opportunities. So nature-based solutions are cost effective. At the Nature Conservancy, we did a study and looked at over 4,000 cities globally, large cities, and asked the question, how can nature-based solutions support water quality and water quantity goals of those communities? And in 4 out of 5, we found, in fact, a very positive relationship that cities could be investing in their catchments or in their watersheds and find better water quality and quantity outcomes. But importantly, a very large number of those cities could do that at a positive ROI, a very cost-effective way, meaning that they invest in their watersheds, it will actually save those cities money. So over 1,000 cities today could be saving money if we really could invest in nature-based solutions. They're an appreciating asset, and they themselves adapt to changes in climate, not in infinite ways, but nature has a power of being able to change and grow and heal itself over time in a way that built infrastructure cannot. And so it has value that grows over time as an appreciating asset. It's also something that has multiple benefits, and you'll hear this in the many panel presentations here. Multiple benefits like climate mitigation, rural development, biodiversity value, the different aspects of water security and flow, quantity, and quality. In that, then we also have multiple payers. So it's a way of thinking about how do we bring together financing from different sectors, those who are interested in agricultural development, those who are interested in biodiversity, carbon markets, and water payers. And so it's a unifying force, and that's really my last point here, It is a whole of society approach. It is not about nature. It is about how we are connected to nature, and through that lens, how we make sure that we are inclusive. We think broadly and systemically about climate resilience and water security, and then set ourselves on a pathway for better outcomes in the future. You'll hear wonderful examples from Senegal, from the nations around Lake Victoria, from the nations around the Amazon, from Brazil and Europe. And I'm very pleased to be a part of this and to pass then this back to Eric for moderating the rest of our afternoon session together. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup Andrea, merci beaucoup Madame Eriksson pour ces propos introductifs. Dans le premier temps de notre session, nous allons avoir l'honneur d'écouter le message de M. Sirinié Maïtiam, ministre du Sénégal, de Mme Bérangère Couillard, secrétaire d'État pour l'écologie au sein du ministère français de la Transition écologique et de la cohésion territoriale, et de Mme Florica Finkhäuser, directrice générale pour l'environnement à la Commission européenne. Et sans attendre, j'ai l'honneur de vous céder la parole, Monsieur le ministre Sirinié Maïtiam, ministre de l'eau du Sénégal.
Merci beaucoup, Eric. Madame Bérangère Couillard, secrétaire d'État chargée de l'écologie de la République française, Madame Florica Finkhäuser, chers panélistes, chers participants, c'est avec beaucoup d'intérêt que je prends part à cette importante session portant sur les solutions fondées sur la nature pour l'adaptation. Je remercie à cet égard le réseau international des organismes de bassin pour cette invitation et saisis cette occasion pour féliciter les organisateurs pour la pertinence de cet événement qui permettra de présenter des solutions réussies d'actions fondées sur la nature pour l'adaptation au changement climatique dans les bassins de nos fleuves, de nos lacs et de nos eaux souterraines. Je voudrais rappeler ici que les solutions fondées sur la nature sont aujourd'hui essentielles pour assurer la sécurité de l'eau et gérer les risques liés à l'eau, particulièrement en Afrique, où les changements climatiques génèrent des crises multiformes. C'est conscient de l'importance stratégique de ce sujet que le Sénégal a, lors du 9e Forum mondial de l'eau, proposé des actions visant à renforcer la résilience et la capacité d'adaptation au changement climatique et aux catastrophes naturelles. Ainsi, il est heureux de souligner que le Sénégal, où les événements extrêmes liés à l'eau ainsi que sa pollution coûtent déjà plus de 10% de son PIB chaque année, a au cours de ces dernières années développé plusieurs projets d'adaptation et de résilience du secteur de l'eau au changement climatique. Le gouvernement, ainsi, compte promouvoir et accélérer la mobilisation des eaux de surface et des eaux souterraines à travers de grands travaux d'aménagement, de drainage, de valorisation et de préservation pour soutenir l'alimentation en eau, pour soutenir le développement d'activités agropastorales et industrielles, ainsi que toute forme d'usage productif de l'eau. Ainsi, des projets et actions phares ont été mis en œuvre. La première action porte justement sur le développement de solutions fondées sur la nature avec un vaste programme de restauration des fonctions écologiques du système du lac de Guiers. Le lac de Guiers étant un défluent du fleuve Sénégal, et c'est la réserve d'eau de surface la plus importante qui sert notamment à l'alimentation en eau de la ville de Dakar et des environs. Projet de restauration des fonctions écologiques du système du lac de Guiers qui a permis d'optimiser les ressources en eau, faisant